to do this, but I do want to address this morning how the gospel destroys racism and what it looks like to walk in the gospel of peace and grace in light of, I mean, if you were awake last night, if you were aware and had any kind of understanding, there was riots in Columbia last night and in Charleston and all around the nation. There were riots and there were people misusing and taking advantage of a situation that was a true injustice, but making it something that was a crime. And so we want to think about what does it look like? How do we walk in a time like this as believers, thinking through the understanding of the gospel of grace? But before we do that, I do want to just say a few thank yous. I want to say a thank you to you guys as a church. I know this is, if y'all know me, if you've been around here for a long time, I very rarely ever mention money. To my fault. My guys always are fussing at me. We need to preach more about probably a tithe sermon or two. But I want to just say thank you. It has really been an absolute blessing to my heart through this time of pandemic, through this time of not being here, through this time of everything kind of being turned over. You guys have been graciously faithful. We have seen a really good consistency in our giving. I would dare say, Jim gave us numbers last week. I would dare say we've had one of the better March, April, May kind of an understandings. And we had a couple Sundays that were a little off, but that's not unusual for us. But we've had tremendous Sunday mornings coming through this time. And I just want to say thank you that you care about the work of God. You care about this church. You care about its future. You care about what God's going to continue to do through a place like this. And I know that a lot of times you hear us say we need more. But I want to just say thank you. You guys have really blessed our hearts in your faithfulness, in your giving, and your being here, and your caring about the church, and your love for the people that aren't here. I've heard so many wonderful stories about people going to check, making a phone call. And Judy was telling me this morning about how blessed she was in a phone call, and just those little moments of making sure people are okay. And like Aunt Judy reminded me this morning, she made a great point. We need to not stop that, right? We need to continue to today look around the room and see who's not here, and you make a point this week to make a phone call. Hey, we love you, we miss you, you okay, praying for you, those kind of things. And so I just wanted to take a moment. I know we've been busy, it's been hectic, it's been a busy couple of weeks for my family in particular, but I just wanted to stop and say thank you guys so much for your grace and your blessings. It's been amazing to see.